let's get to it. We did all this yapping, reading through all the smoke. Ty Simpson is going here. Mendoza's a lock. We don't know where Jeremiah Love is going. Jordan Tyson's injury prone. Oh, wait, no, he's awesome.
Best wide receiver now.
There's a new one I seen, too. For weeks, Giants been connected to Sonny Styles. All of a sudden, yesterday, I seen Todd McShay. Giants don't want nothing to do with Sonny Styles. Everyone's saying, they're going to take him. They don't want him.
They don't want him?
Like, where the fuck are we getting this from, man?
Okay.
So it's like, all right, Brother Brent, if you want to kick us off. Typically, we've been doing our mock drafts, giving out the first 10 picks, then letting y'all read up on the blogs. But since there's really nothing else going on, we're locked in on the draft, man. Give us your full mock. It's the last one. Lock it in. We got the point system coming back this year, and as you're going through your mocks, I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to break it all down for you.
Okay.
So everyone at home, they're watching the draft. They could keep track of their mocks with the Tank Talk podcast point system, because I think I've been in the league the past 3 years. Y'all got some catching up to do.
Last 3, sure.
I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I know the past 2, I've been on it. But let's see if you could shake things up here. So without further ado, this is Brother Bren's final mock draft of 2026.
Alrighty, shake it up.
With trades. Maybe? We'll see. You tell us.
1 of 1. Big surprise. Raiders take Fernando Mendoza.
Well done, Fernando.
Holy shit. Big surprise. No one is seeing that coming.
We're going to have boots on the ground, me and Donnie, in Pittsburgh, but Fernando Mendoza said he is not.
No, he's not going to be there?
He's going to be at home. I get why he's not there.
Yeah.
He said the reason why, too. It's like he wants to.
Yeah, you want to spend it with family. And
yeah,
friends.
everyone that brought him there, and his mother suffers with MS, so she don't.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to do this at home. He's like, we got to travel to. He almost said Vegas, but he's like, we got to travel the next day. So
Travel the next day.
yeah. So all right, Mendoza won. We knew that. This is where it starts.
Number 2. Listen, I know the last few months. Is it Bailey? Is it Reese? No one knows. But I ended up taking, after I have also been flopping, for the Jets, Arvell Reese. Because I feel like the way Aaron Glenn is, he wants a player most like Aiden Hutchinson, right? And I feel like he can mold his way with Arvell Reese to make him into a player like Aiden Hutchinson. That's just where I'm at with that.
Okay.
Number 3. Trade alert.
Whoa. Oh,
There we go.
first trade of the draft.
At 3. Cardinals said, you know what? We could get our guy and a few other picks down the road. They're trading with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're switching 3 and 9, 29, and the Cardinals' second round and some other later pick. I don't remember. Keep that in mind.
One more time again for the people in the back.
Kansas City Chiefs traded 9 and 29 for 3 Arizona second round and like a 5th or 6th rounder.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. So sitting there at 3. A lot of options here, and they need a lot of players. They're going to fortify that offensive line with Spencer Fano.
Build it back up, hey, Mahomes.
Build it back up,
We
man.
got to take care of you, brother.
Hey, yeah. We don't know what we're going to do with did Trey Smith resign? Or did he just do a 1 year?
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest with you. I don't keep up with it.
Because I think he just did a 1 year. So we'll see how that goes, but you got an extra guy on the line. Spencer Fano.
Okay.
Number 4, Tennessee Titans. Get your boy, Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
Hey, listen, man. You got Brian Dable fixing up that offense. You got Salah knowing how to use a number one running back. He's not going to use him. He's a defensive coach, but he's been with the Niners for however many years with CMC. He knows the value there.
Okay.
Number 5, New York Giants. Whatever you saying earlier, lied. They're getting Sonny Styles.
Yeah, Tom McShay.
Yeah.
It's Tom McShay saying that.
So Harbaugh, always had a good linebacker. Ray Lewis, C.J. Mosley, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen. He gets his guy, Sonny Styles.
All right.
Number 6, 50-50 chance, offensive tackle, wide receiver. I'm thinking here, since the Chiefs took Fano, they're going to wait on the tackle. Cleveland Browns select Carnell Tate. Hey, let's just get our wide receiver 1. Speed it up a little bit here. Number 7, Washington Commanders take David Bailey. He slipped down. They need a rush. Boom.
Fell back that far, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Number 8, Saints take Mansour Delane. Certified CB1. Lockdown. Number 9, Cardinals. Because, they had that little trade.
Little switchkey.
Francis Mauinoa. Which that's who they wanted anyways. I said, you know what? We get him at 9.
So we're confident in that.
Number 10. Surprisingly had to switch this up because it's the Giants. And now they get their Ed Reed and Caleb Downs.
Ooh.
Great 1-2 there.
Man, you're just building this John Harbaugh Ravens. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. It's almost like I'm in his brain a little bit. I'm picking. Hey, what's your pass? Boing.
Don't go too far.
All right.
Don't go too far.
Number 11, Miami. They get their top wide receiver. Some might say the best receiver in the draft, Jordan Tyson. I know he's got some injury bugs, but hey, they need a wide receiver.
They need a lot.
Yeah. Number 12. This guy slipped a little bit. Cowboys take Reuben Bain.
Get their edge.
Yeah. Finally get their replacement. Officially.
Oh, Michael Parsons. Who needs it?
Classic Michael, man.
Who needs it?
And number 13, LA Rams with their poopy logo. You see that?
Oh, so you're out. You're out on it.
Yeah, I'm out.
I was going to save all this talk for next week once the dust settles on the draft and, give us something to talk about. Because typically every year we do like the uniform ranking.
Yeah.
I was going to say that for next week. So,
I'm just talking about the logo, though.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it is what I think it. So it's supposed to be yellow. I don't know what the deal is with the Pro Football Sports Network, but
Either way, it's all one color. It stinks.
I don't mind it.
Anyways, Rams take wide receiver Mekhi Lemon. Just another playmaker. Let's make a run here. Number 14, Baltimore Ravens. Never learned this guy's name. Olavavega Ione. I got the last name right.
Yeah, that wasn't bad because I can't get it right. Which okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you said it first because I'm gonna have an idea how to say it,
Yeah, because I've been hearing most people just say Vega.
and I'm
Ione.
still fuck it up.
Just stick with Vega.
All right.
Yeah.
Ali Vega.
Yeah.
Ali Vega.
Help that offensive line a little bit. 15, the Bucks. They take my guy, Hakeem Mesidor. Oh, dang.
You just say you
Let's
want
go
him
pick. Got to be realistic. I got to come up with the AI. Anyways, yep, he's going with the Bucks. Oh, who'd they?
They know trade.
Trade alert.
Good.
I just can't remember who they. Oh, Cleveland Browns trade with the Jets here. This is where they trade up to get their offensive tackle, Caden Proctor. They're going to
Okay.
put him back on the left, where he started off his college career. Yeah, he's just going to be their big guy.
Okay.
17. Lions, 2 left tackles in a row. Monroe Freeland.
All right, now they're flying off the board.
Now, I know Penei Sewell said, hey, he's going to go left tackle, but hey, if you get one in the draft, you're good. You ain't got to move nowhere. 18, guess what? Trey Alert.
What? The Vikings aren't sticking with their exciting white.
Nah. No. Eagles
Holy shit.
jump up. They say, man, these tackles are flying. Let's get our guy, Blake Miller.
Clemson.
Yeah, man. Hey, Lane Johnson, he had an injury last year, right? Getting a little older. Let's just get our guy now in Blake Miller. Let him learn behind probably a Hall of Fame tackle.
Okay. I don't
Give him at least a year or two behind him.
Jumping up from 23 to 18. Quite the jump.
Had to get their guy.
Gotta get him.
19. Wasn't fully sure, but I'm sticking with the Panthers getting Kenyon Sadiq. Because I was like, man, somebody's got to get him. And you know what? Getting Bryce Young another weapon. They loaded that defense on in the free agency, so why not?
Yeah, I was at the point where I'm like, I don't. He's one of those guys where I didn't know where to put him, and I don't want to give up my mock or anything, but I'm right there with you. Like it makes the most sense.
Number 20, Dallas Cowboys again. Sticking and picking. Corner, Gerard McCoy, who people are also saying should be CB1. Almost fucked that up.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of talk with the cornerback room. There's a lot of these guys you could point and say that they're the best one.
But he also had that injury. He hasn't played all last
Right.
season, so it's like, okay, the drop makes sense here.
Yeah, it's a couple. It's like almost all these top cornerbacks. They had some sort of injury history. It's weird.
Yeah. We'll see how that turns out.
Interesting.
21,
Sorry on.
Pittsburgh Steelers. They pick wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr.
Oh, they're going crazy in the crowd.
Another one.
Terrible towels.
Terrible towels. They say, yeah. Another one. I know they need help on the offensive tackle and guard, whichever one they're picking. But I think they get that next round. That's why I went with Omar Cooper. 22, Chargers. Caden McDonald. Hey, they need a lot of help on that defense. And the same thing, they're going to get their offensive tackle in the second round.
Interesting.
23 from the trade with the Eagles. The Minnesota Vikings get their exciting white.
Yeah.
Dylan Thieneman.
Harrison Smith replacement.
Officially.
Dude, I want to see the stats on this because this it's got to be like something like 90% of all mock drafts got the Vikings taking him. I haven't seen any other mock without him on there.
And that's why I was scared to take him because like, oh, is this one going to be chalk to put him in or is this the craziest smoke screen all time?
Dude, beats me.
24, the Jets. They get Denzel Boston. They already got their edge. Let's get a playmaker for whatever quarterback they get next year. Denzel Boston. 25, Chicago Bears. They take edge rusher T.J. Parker. And I was flipping between an edge rusher or a defensive tackle because that's their main focus.
Yeah, they could also use a safety. Like there's a couple places on the defense, and I think the last 2 or 3 years they went first round offensive players. So time to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah, they're due. 26th, Buffalo Bills. Here we go. Like I said, I wanted Mesidor,
Can't get him. Sorry about it.
but I have a feeling he's not going to be there, and we're not going to trade up for him. So, Bills get Keldrick Falk. And I feel like that's going to fit this new system for the defense that we're going to have. Because he could also play inside and outside.
I don't hate it. I feel like a lot of these guys are versatile.
Yeah. 27. San Fran takes KC Concepcion.
Yeah, need a little receiver there. And
Need another one.
Buffalo Bills skip out on him. Huh? Rochester native.
Yeah, we've done it before. We'll do it again, you know.
Okay. Niners get themselves another receiver.
28. Houston Texans.
Haitian.
They take linebacker C.J. Allen. Hey,
Okay.
leader of the defense. That's really all they're missing.
I don't hate it. It's funny because this is like he's been early on in this process. He was in a lot of these mocks towards the back end of the draft. Now I'm not seeing him at all, which is interesting. I don't know what the. So he could be a value pick going in the second round even if he gets past what you're saying, Houston here.
Yeah, well, we'll see. 29, the trade from the Chiefs. The Arizona Cardinals get their QB of the future, Ty Simpson.
Okay, that's where they trade up and get him then.
Yeah, that was
In that KC trade you're
that
saying.
huge package deal. They say, you know what, we're going to get that second pick too and send you a few later.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how they want to skip the Jets just in case. And this is them doing that. Number 30. Miami Dolphin.
I know you want to do it, Aiden.
Dang, no love for the Dolphins?
I'll do it for Malik Willis.
Miami Dolphin. Miami Dolphin.
We can work on the coordination.
Yeah.
I get it. I like it.
So they got their wide receiver. It's time to get their corner. Colton Hood.
Colton.
They get their two main needs. And now we'll see what they do the rest of the draft.
All right.
And this is where I was telling you about A.J. Brown. Yeah, they traded him. For 31 and a few other later picks.
Because you guys had that coordinated. They knew it was coming.
Hey, he's great at his job.
I'm ready to jump this trade alert. We had it banked up when we first made it. Used it one time, but now it's coming back.
I
Yeah.
like it. But no, with this one specifically, it was like, you didn't even say it. They were like, no hint.
He felt it in the air.
Okay.
I know ball.
Okay.
Eagles on the clock again. Taking the sneaky edge, Malachi Lawrence.
Malachi. Makes it in the first round, huh?
Yeah, he's fringe. Fringe late first, early second.
Bro, I thought you said French.
Fringe.
Okay.
Fringe.
I'm like, I didn't know that. Okay, Malachi, see? Francois. Tarjay.
And then I didn't know about the news about Seattle, but they're sticking and picking. With Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Oh my God! Put him in the secondary with why am I blanking right now?
Nicky Manwari.
Nicky Manwari. There it is.
Yeah, bro. No fly zone.
Here's my mock draft 2.0, the final version. So here we go. Number 1, the Raiders are on the clock. They obviously take Fernando Mendoza. We ain't got to spend too much
Hey.
time on that. It's a lot. Congratulations.
Shout out.
Now the draft starts. At 2, I got the Jets taking David Bailey, edge out of Texas Tech. Now, to me, they're between Arvell Reese and David Bailey, but I think going down to it from what I've been seeing and reading, you know what you're getting out of David Bailey, pure edge rusher. Sure, you can move him around a little bit, but best at edge. That's what he does. That's the moneymaker.
But then why did they cancel the invitation for him to go there?
They already got what they needed.
You think that's like, that's our pick?
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Because I feel like they'd at least fly him out still to be like, yeah, this is the facility and all that.
I mean, why need to waste your time to bring in someone you're already confident with? What else do you need to learn about him?
I guess that's true.
Let's utilize our time talking to maybe someone else who, make us change our mind. Then I think that's where I'm at with that. Also with Arvell Reese too. In comparison, it's like Okay, he could play. He could play both linebacker and edge, but when it comes down to it, it's like we know more with David Bailey what we're getting out of him, positional wise.
So maybe they're just waiting to do their homework on their second pick in the first round. Is what you're saying.
Very well could be. So David Bailey 2. Cardinals at 3. I could see them trading out. There's been reports of them wanting to trade out, similar to like what they did in 2023 with the Houston Texans.
Houston.
I just don't see it. I don't know who is trading up to 3, and whoever trades up to 3, who they getting. Could it be Arvell Reese? Sure. But I just don't think you got the facilities for that big man. They're going to be asking for too much. So I got Francis Mauigoa. That's how you say his name?
Maui Noah.
Maui Noah. G is silent like fucking lasagna. Damn.
Yeah.
Francis Mauigoa. Offensive tackle out of Miami. I mean, Cardinals, they could have easily won Arvell Reese here. They need a lot to build up. But offensive-minded head coach, let's build this thing from the inside out offensively and get this thing rolling. And maybe, things Jacoby Brissett's not showing up. We got Gardner Minshew, but we need the quarterback in the future. Maybe let's think ahead here. Then 4, Tennessee Titans. Again, what's his face? Why am I blanking right now?
Mm-hmm.
Robert Saleh, excuse me.
Yep, there you go.
Robert Saleh, new bald head coach of the Tennessee Titans. They changed the logo to fit their bald scheme. They hired nothing but bald head coaches. Could he want his Fred Warner in this draft?
Ooh.
Some are saying, yeah, but I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, defense wins championships. Tennessee Titans ain't close to that right now. They need to sell some tickets. New stadium coming in, new uniforms, new logo, new branding, new everything. Let's get the best player in this draft. Jeremiah Love, running back out of Notre Dame.
Bang.
Back there with Cam Ward. Number 5, 5th overall, New York Giants. Well. Look who fell to our laps here. Could be the best defensive player in the draft. We're going to wait and see. We just shipped off Dexter Lawrence. We need to beef up this defensive line again. Let's go with Arvell Reese.
Oh.
Edge out of Ohio State. Again, John Harbaugh, defensive minded, right? Even though he came from special teams, but his Baltimore Ravens teams were always tough. Play like a Raven. Well, we're going to play like a Giant. Arvell Reese, come on down and shut him down.
Bang.
So I got that. And then they still got the 10th overall pick in their back pocket. But we have a trade. First trade of the draft here. I caught Aiden slipping. He wasn't expecting.
Oh.
He knew all yours. It's kind of fishy.
Hey, man.
Y'all must have linked up or something.
What do you think we're doing in the car every time after we leave this studio?
That's fair.
Come on.
Fair. Cleveland Browns trade out of the 6th, which has been reports all week. Hey, Cleveland Browns, again, they traded out of their first-round pick last year. Let's just keep loading this thing up, man. There's a guy on here who we could take here, but we're confident we can take him later on and just get an extra pick out of it, a couple picks out of it. The Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
Jerry World trades up. Could be the shocker of the draft right here. I got the Dallas Cowboys reshaping their defensive secondary. One of the only teams this man has met with in this whole process.
Okay.
Cowboys are taking Caleb Downs, safety, Ohio State.
What?
Listen, Nick Saban said it himself years ago. Before he even stepped on a college football field, this man is a Hall of Famer. Send him his gold jacket right now.
Send it to him.
Tore up in Alabama. Went crazy in Ohio State. Made a name for himself there. He could do it all. What a world it would be. Give me Caleb Downs. Put that star on his helmet.
Hall of Famer?
Hey, if Nick Saban said he's a Hall of Famer, I believe it. They didn't say that about Michael Parsons. Mm-mm. But they saying about Caleb Downs. And he going to be a Hall of Famer with that star on his helmet. Bam. How about that? You didn't see that one coming, did you?
No.
Next up, 7th overall pick. I got the Commanders. They could go different ways here, but they need a receiver badly. They're saying, they're linking Carnell Tate heavily with the Commanders. Another Ohio State receiver next to Terry McLaurin, but that's not the route I'm going.
No?
The owner, I forget his name, Peters, something Peters. He comes from the San Francisco system.
Oh, okay.
He said, you know what, Robert Saleh, if you're not taking your Fred Warner at 4, at 4, then we're going to go ahead and take ours here at 7. Commanders take Sonny Styles, linebacker, Ohio State.
Okay.
They said, listen, maybe we loaded up this defensive free agency, sure. Maybe we need an offensive receiver, but we don't have a second-round pick. We're thinking of trading out of here. But they're going to get their guy. Set the tone on defense. Sonny Styles, absolute freak coming out of the combine. 8th overall, Reuben Bain Jr. of the Saints, edge out of Miami. Just a position in need. And, a couple months ago they were talking about him being a top 5 player in this draft. They're going to get him at 8.
Slips down a couple spots. Not too bad.
So next up, Chiefs. Now, a lot of Chiefs fans aren't happy with the way Daniel Jeremiah's been projecting this thing. He's got them taking offensive tackle, which you did as well. They want like a weapon. Travis Kelce's leaving there soon. Our wide receiver room's slimming down a little bit. Hollywood Brown signed elsewhere, but you got to think big picture here. Mahomes is like, I got banged up last year. There's a reason why we're picking in the top 10. Our offensive line was doo-doo. Okay? Straight up. Protect me. Was out with a season-ending injury, ACL, I believe it was.
Yup.
Give me Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama. Don't give a piss.
Oh,
Nothing
Proctor,
but
huh?
the Tide. He was on one of their top 30 visits, one of the only offensive linemen to do so. And Andy Reid wants to build this thing from the inside out and protect his guy. We'll worry about skill positions later in this draft.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And obviously the big trade with you don't gotta click the button. The trade already happened. This was the Bengals and Giants trade the other day. Giants had 10th overall pick, and they're gonna take. You know what? We already got Malik Neighbors. Okay,
What?
We got Odell Beckham visiting.
What?
We're gonna bring him back. Which, funny enough, when they traded him, where'd he go? Cleveland, right?
Yep.
They traded Odell Beckham to the Browns and used that pick on Dexter Lawrence at that time. So not only are they going to sign Odell Beckham Jr. back, they're going to take someone who could learn a thing or two from Odell Beckham, Jordan Tyson,
Okay.
wide receiver out of Arizona State. Now we're about to go on a little run here. Get your running shoes on.
All right, hold on.
Wide receivers about to be flying off the board at this point in the draft. Okay, first one off the board is typically how it goes. We better get these receivers while we can. So 11, Dolphins could use some protection on the offensive line. They need some help in the secondary. They need help everywhere. But they're just like, you know what? We got absolutely no receivers on this team. Let's go Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC.
Bang.
Next up, 12th overall, Cleveland Browns. This was their trade with the Dallas Cowboys. They said, y'all really going to let this man slip? A couple months ago, you're talking about he was the best receiver in this draft. Hey, Cardinal Tate, don't pack your bags up and, go too far now. You're going to go to Columbus to Cleveland, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Cardinal Tate, wide receiver out of Ohio State, going to the Cleveland Browns. Bona fide stud weapon for Shedeur Sanders.
We got him in different spots. That's interesting.
At 13, we got to trade. So this was the Los Angeles Rams spot. They're looking at the boards. They're like, yeah, we could use a receiver, but we try to trade for A.J. Brown. The guy we really wanted, Mekhi Lemon, Dolphins already took him off the board.
Dang.
We're good here, G.
We're good.
Jets call him, hey, we really need this guy. We see these receivers coming off the board like crazy. We need some weapons here in New York.
Okay.
Like Ravens could take them, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump the gun at 13. Jets take Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver out of Indiana.
13.
taking him at 13.
Okay.
So a lot of speculation in terms of Ty Simpson, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready for a quarterback yet.
No, I don't think so either.
Get a pillar on defense. David Bailey at 2. Load up the receiver room at 13. Whoever's, the Geno. There's another bridge in New York. It's called Geno Smith. He's bridging up for the next quarterback in 2027. 14. The Ravens are like, oh man, why did the Jets trade ahead of us? Well, it's all right because we got the guy we wanted anyway. Ravens at 14 select Denzel Boston, wide receiver out of Washington. Gave Lamar Jackson a weapon finally, other than Zay Jones in that first round.
Okay, another one.
At 15, again, we're talking about Dylan Thieneman being linked to the Vikings in every single mock draft. I feel like this is the case for this man as well with the Buccaneers. Akeem Mesidor, edge out of Miami.
Yep.
Simple as that. 16. This was the trade with the Rams and the Jets. The Rams seen the field. They're like, yep, Kyle Lemon off the board. We're good here. We got an old-ass man at quarterback. Just won the MVP. Funny enough, I should have asked Dan when he was on because I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that him and Stafford were on the same team.
Yeah. Dang.
It would have been like, yeah, he's cool.
Good guy. He can throw the ball.
I wasn't there long to play with Stafford, but he was cool. But the Rams need some protection here. Monroe Freeling, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Some are saying could end up being the best tackle in this draft. We shall see about that. We get some beef on the line to protect Stafford. At 17, Lions need some beef as well. I had a couple guys retire on them and leave on the offensive line this year. They're going to beef it up with, here we go again. I thought I had it right. Ali Vega, Ione, offensive guard, Penn State. How was that?
Almost.
Fuck.
I told you just stick with Vega.
Vega Ione. E.
I own E.
Lions beef up. 18 again. I mean, I'm sounding like a broken record. Dylan Thiedemann, safety out of Oregon for the Minnesota Vikings, losing Harrison Smith to retirement. And what I hinted when you were going through your mock draft, I got at the 19th overall pick, Carolina Panthers select Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh.
Tight end out of Oregon. Give Bryce Young another weapon there.
Yeah.
20, Cowboys stick and pick. They missed out on a couple edge rushers they were trying to trade for. Max Crosby. They get one here. Keldrick Falk, edge out of Auburn.
Okay.
A name that's been, according to Peter Schrager, has been being spoken about in the Dallas Cowboys war room to keep an eye on. 21st overall pick, Pittsburgh Steelers, the hometown Steelers of this year's draft. I could have went a couple different ways with this. Maybe they could have won a receiver help. We was going to say Aaron Rodgers, but we don't know. Will Howard out.
Yeah.
They already traded for Michael Pittman. Got DK still. They'll be okay.
They'll be okay.
They could wait later on because I'll tell you what, at 21, this could be a shock. I got Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, safety out of Toledo.
At 21.
At 21 to be Pittsburgh Steelers.
Interesting.
Get him in that secondary with Ramsey and all them.
Okay.
Could be a steal in this draft, too, from what everyone's saying. Like we're talking about Nick Eamon-Warrior. Could be the Eamon-Warrior of this draft. 22, I got the Chargers sticking and picking. They could have went different ways here. Maybe they were looking to trade back, but couldn't find a trade partner. I know what you're thinking. How did this guy fall so far back? Well, it was what we were talking about with this cornerback position. A couple of these top guys got a little bit of injury history. So we're at 22. The Chargers select Mansour Delaney, cornerback out of LSU.
At 22, he really fell.
Fell back hard. I don't know if he's really going to fall back, but the way this mock is shaping up, this is where he falls.
Dang.
If when it comes draft day, if he ends up getting picked top 15, I wouldn't be surprised. But again, just the way this shaped up, off of who I think needs who, Delaney falls to 22. At 23, Eagles stick and pick. A lot of their offensive linemen getting old asses over there in Philly.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's start getting some replacements. And Spencer Fanu, offensive tackle out of Utah, potentially replace Lane Johnson down the road here.
Okay.
Let's go on a little run, shall we? Another offensive tackle here taken at 24. Cleveland Browns took a receiver earlier in this draft. They did sign a bunch of guys in free agency, but it's like, all right, let's just keep beefing up. Caleb Lomo, offensive tackle out of Utah. So the Utah tackles go back to back here. Interestingly enough. 25, Chicago Bears stick and pick. Again, we're talking about how they need a defensive pick here because the past couple of years they went straight offense. So why not get one of the best nose tackles in the game here in this draft class? Caden McDonald, defensive tackle out of Leach.
I.O.
There it is. Next up, 26, Buffalo Bills are on the clock. Nada! Trade alert!
What the
Everybody's going to be sitting there again. You know, Buffalo Bills draft party, hyped up. Nobody made any AI of anybody in gas mask for Brandon Beane like you requested. Bills are receiving the board. Let's just get some more picks, man. Because I like where this team that's traded in. I like the pick that they're giving us because it's not too far back from where 26 is. Maybe, you know, we're celebrating our second-round pick with DJ Moore, okay? But we're going to bring in another second-round pick. Cardinals trade up at 26 with the Buffalo Bills.
There it is.
To get their guy. Quarterback out of Alabama. Don't give a piss. Nothing but the Tide. Ty Simpson. It's bound to happen, whether it's at 26 trading in the first round or if they stick at 34. Ty Simpson will be an Arizona Cardinal.
Nothing but the Ty Simpson.
Nothing but the tie. Don't give a piss about nothing but the tie. Yeah. Been a lot of reports lately, too. This could also be some of the smoke screens because for past month or so, it was reported that Ty Simpson could be selected at the back end of the first round. Now, all of a sudden, Cardinals or Jets might not have to trade back in the first round to get him. Which,
smoke.
They might not have to, but if you think about it long term, if he ends up being good, which I'm sure the Saints are pissed that they couldn't work this out with Tyler Shuck when it comes to contract time if he still plays at the level he's playing at. Why not go get your quarterback, bring him in the first round? You got your picks loaded up. Give him that fifth-year option if need be. You can only do that in the first round.
Right. And then I imagine most of, not all of this season, Jacoby Brissett. There you go.
Minshew, too.
Forgot about Minshew, yeah.
So it's like he can sit and learn. And also, you already had a first-round pick. You took a tackle. You're thinking ahead, as I was saying.
You're set, yeah.
Comes full circle here. So, Ty Simpson trading with the Buffalo Bills. Bills fans failed to make AI pitchers. So,
dang.
But like I was saying, if you're Brandon Beane, it's like, oh, shoot, all right, it was 34. It's not that far off, Could end up getting one of their edge rushers, maybe a linebacker down the road. Who knows?
Who knows, man?
I think they'll end up going defense, but we'll see. 27, San Fran is on the clock. They're like, oh, Cardinals, you dirty dogs. You traded right ahead of us.
Dang.
Cardinals want to get ahead of them and the Seattle Seahawks. Go get their guy because Cardinals, they already knew. Niners were going to trade with them. Seahawks were going to trade with them. So,
yeah,
we're deal with the Buffalo Bills. So, Niners, again, this is where we agreed, actually. KC Concepcion.
Oh.
Wide receiver, Texas A&M is going to be a Niner, in my opinion.
See? He's not coming home. Sorry.
I think it'll be a good piece for the Niners. I mean, they've lost Jawan Jennings. Obviously, no Debo Samuel or nothing, which could there be a reunion, bro? Debo on the market. Debo's still on the market.
Huh.
But Niners take KC Concepcion, talented receiver. 28, I got the Houston Texans sticking and picking. Beef up the defense as well. Zion Young, edge out of Missouri. 29. Chiefs are up again a couple years ago. Took Trent McDuffie in a similar spot. They're going to do it again. But this time it's going to be cornerback out of Tennessee, Jermod McCoy.
Yeah, he slipped.
Position in need. Yeah, I mean, it's just,
That injury.
it's tough with me and these cornerbacks, like compared to all these other players, man. It's like I don't think corner in this draft. I mean, I could end up being wrong, like I said, but it's not going to be as valuable as it's been in years past. I don't know. But anyway, we still go on a little run here. Miami Dolphins at 30. They need a cornerback as well. They take Avion Terrell,
Bang.
cornerback out of Clemson. Again, injury history.
Yeah.
So, valuable spot there. And then 31, no trade alert for me because I think that trade, A.J. Brown trade, has happened in June 1st, as they're saying. We seen what happened to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It wasn't pretty.
No.
They got beat the hell up, especially on the offensive line. They couldn't protect Drake May for nothing, so they're going to get some protection in Max Iananker.
That sounds right.
I feel like I'm messing that up, but
Ahincher,
offensive tackle out of Arizona State.
Ihinker, Yeah.
Athletic tackle that the Patriots could desperately use. And now, final pick of the first round in this year's mock draft. The Seattle Seahawks take absolutely nobody because we got to trade.
Dang.
Listen, I mentioned it earlier. John Snyder was like, hey, we got 4 picks, bro. We're ready to trade out of that 32nd. So, you see who's on the board, right? From your perspective.
No, I can't.
I was going to ask you what team you think I got traded in.
I don't know who's left on the board. I'm going to say Bills jump back in.
They do not.
Dang.
But this team in the AFC jumps back in the same spot they did a couple years ago at 32. This time they don't take a franchise quarterback, obviously, because they already have one. Because the last time they traded in the 32nd pick, they got the franchise quarterback. He's still doing all right. Got a couple MVPs. I got the Baltimore Ravens trading in at 32.
What?
Get their defensive tackle, who they probably could have picked at 14, but they wanted to go receiver instead. Skill position. But the new head coach, Jesse Minter, defensive minded. He said, okay, we got Metabuke coming back off an injury.
Yeah.
Let's keep beefing up. This draft is all about beef. The Ravens want to beef it up in their cool new uniforms. They get defensive tackle Caleb Banks.
Bang.
Out of Florida.
Big boy.
To wrap up the first round. So that's my draft, man.